for sure, David. Thank you. A moment now to check out some numbers for Drew Eubanks.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Josh Hart, and it's Eubanks in at center. And for New York, sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Burks in at the point.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Randall with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Randall. It's Barrett on the wing, defended by Hart, and Barrett gets it to go.
Barrett does a good job there just creating the shot for himself. He is a scorer.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. I'm very careful there.
New York ball.
And so here is New York, 4-point game. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Portland now. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Here's Ellaby. Got a hand on it. Outside Robinson. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Banked in off the glass. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
Here's Simons following the score by New York. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Toppin, he's jacked in for the Knicks. Rose comes in for Burks.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Passes to Ellaby. Now Hart. Over Randall.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
So it's Portland now. The Knicks making the shot. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Knocked away. Stolen by Rose. It's up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
From the stripe, and again, it's New York.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Hornets. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Blazer substitution.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
A different look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. Nerlens Noel comes in for Toppin. And quickly in for Evan Fournier. Noel against Brown. Here's Rose. They swipe it. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. No coverage that time.
Josh Hart. 3-point
Hart's
goal.
got 5 points so far.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
It's stolen by Brown. Now, here's Hart. He's guarded closely.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Buries it from three-point range.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Williams finds Hart. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
And Barrett jams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Hart. The Knicks making the shot. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And here's McLemore following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. Here's quickly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Watford, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here's Barrett, defended by Hart. Barrett kicks to quickly. That will count. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's New York with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And we've seen the improvement for the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. His star, Julius Randle, defines Tibbs' approach.
He genuinely cares about you as a human being, as a person. He
is indeed in that effort and grittiness, something we've seen from Thibodeau's teams over the years.
And Knicks fans recognize that brand of basketball. You think back to the years with Ewing and Oakley in the middle. It fits in the Big Apple.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Alec Burks is out there with Toppin. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York's gone along perfectly from three-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5. Drains the three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here's McLemore. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Drives to the hoop. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Burks for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Burks has got 6 points in the quarter.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun. So I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Now the pass to McBride. Robinson kicks to Toppin. Here he goes. Burks. An easy 2 points on the layup. Burks has got 12 in the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Burks with the steal. Over Williams. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
That's tipped. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the inside. Feeds to Johnson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Grimes. Sinks the triple.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
And it's Williams with the ball for Portland. Well, he was the College Player of the Year, Brent, in 2020, but Obi Toppin didn't make quite the impact people thought he would as a rookie.
Well, we saw some flashes, and he wasn't used a ton last year. And guess what? That's okay. If you're going to have a 10 or 12-year career and you have to learn slowly before you get acclimated to the NBA, we're going to see his size, we're going to see his athleticism, and we're going to see him grow as a player over the next couple seasons. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there, the assist. Really the key to that entire sequence.
Left side, Brown. That one falls. Toppin with it. Now defended by McLemore. Toppin, good.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Johnson against Burks. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Burks leading the charge. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's McBride. Tries a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. McBride's got 6.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Outside Williams. And he drives in. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now the Knicks on the break. From the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
One-on-one here. Here's Grimes. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Pass to Brown. Back to Williams. 30 seconds left in the first half.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Williams. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Blazer substitution.
McLemore inside the line, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Knicks out front, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game so far from Alec Burks.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Josh Hart. And it's Eubanks in at the center, locking down the middle.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And stolen by Fournier. Here's Randall, and then Randall slams it in.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Jacks up a three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. It takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Trailblazers ball.
So for the Knicks, Noel comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Rose in for Quickly.
Derrick Rose.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Noel. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
Great ball movement there.
For New York, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the bucket.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by New York.
On its way from Rose for two, and the Knicks good for two.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Stolen by Rose. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Simons. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Noel. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his fourth assist in this one. Portland's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. It's stolen by Rose. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. There's the three. It's good from long range. Rose has got 14 points.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
And again, New York with the triple.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the...
He swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it, and he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan.
Nabbing another steal.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record broken. And the stop and play guys giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
Pounding defensively, just up in his guy all night long.
For the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall, and it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Barrett. Stolen. And a fast break now for New York. And Noel throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brown outside. Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Shot's good by Gibson.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Knocks it loose. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
swiping the ball away with just such ease.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And protecting the rim has been another huge calling card in this game. Their block shots have had a big impact in this one.
Here's Arcidiacono. And again, New York with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Tries it from 19, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Johnson against Rose. Here's Arcidiacono. Finished off the break. Arcidiacono's got 10.
And still with those active hands, Rose remains a threat to knock the ball loose.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Portland's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. They've got Toppin. He's out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Arcidiacono in at the point guard position. That's the 5. Right now.
And really pushing the tempo. Fast break buckets, a big factor for them offensively.
Here's Dunn. Brown finds Winslow. And Gibson sends it back. Here's Arcidiacono. And again, New York with the triple.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Winslow, the pass to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hughes, good.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Dunn outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the extraordinary handles of Dunn, dicing up the defense with his speed.
Count that bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brown dishes to Dunn. Tipped away. There's the lob to Brown.
And the height Dunn possesses is what allows him to see the floor so well. So good at setting up his guys for the quality shots. And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Knocked loose. Oh, and here we go with Gibson. Nobody back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Commend the physical play of Taj Gibson. He brings that every night. When he's shooting, he's skilled at drawing contact.
Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. From downtown, good on the three-point shot.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Robinson, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Quickly, and the Knicks good for 2. Done with it. Down low, here's Blevins. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Blevins has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Quickly the pass to McBride. Launches a 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring. Love his shot selection, good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
From deep, here's Grimes. The shot from the low post is good.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Rose.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Robinson, that's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Inside. to halt the run, and the dunk by Winslow.
Well, Winslow plus power equals slam.
New York moving it around. Here's Gibson. That one good for 2. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Gibson with the steal. The teardrop falls in.
Gibson, a smart player, terrific at taking good quality shots within his range. This is how he gets himself going.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Portland. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Ellaby. And the 3 off target. And Gibson. Oh!
Got to keep Taj out of the post. How many of those have we seen?
Lets it fly. Gets it to fall.
Now, once again, he's getting it rolling. His confidence is building. Makes that shot almost impossible to stop.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. With Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives him. I'm a lot more patient. Let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.